big delta.
Okay.
So rivers,
Yes.
marshes, swamps, sandbanks, mudbanks. This was part of the 10th legion of the Roman Empire. So this area, this environment, was under the Roman Empire. Until the 5th century, when we had the first barbarians, Attila the Hun, I don't know if the name, there was a time when the Roman Empire spread it all over, but then we had herds of people coming from northeastern part of Europe invading the peninsula. So they caused the fall of the Roman Empire. Okay? But they could not have reached this place. So those Romans living on the mainland fled to find a refuge within Europe. That's why they came. And what the lagoon was at the very beginning, I'm going to show you. I just want to show you how the lagoon was to be at the very beginning. So this was the very first Venice. See, marshes. They were refugees. They knew that the barbarians could not have reached, could not have invaded, because we have shallow water within the lagoon, which means that you can still be stuck for hours in the mud if you don't know your
Big
way.
boat cannot go through.
No, cruise ships, they let them come, but they had to just cross the basin where they dropped you off. And that's the deepest place we have. So what they had to do to keep the land was reinforcing the soils. So what they did was pounding billions of wooden pilings into the sandbanks around them, all the way through, until when they reach the bedrock material underneath, where there's no oxygen, so the woods turned into stones. Now I'm going to show you what we do have today underneath your feet. So this is an example of a building. Can you see the palace?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the bottom part of the canal, and underneath you have billions of wooden pilings into the soil that there's no oxygen there, so they turned into stones. So it's a petrified forest that we have underneath. And that's why when we start walking, you will feel as if you are dizzy. There's nothing standing straight in that. We have buildings leaning, tilting, curving, pavements won't be even. St. Mark's Square is the first place to get flooded because it's the lowest point we have in Venice today. Now, let me show you the present Venice. I don't need this any longer, I mean not for the moment. And
ايه الشنطة هاي اللي طلعناها منها أمام
at 1-2 meters, they pounded them down 1-2 meters underneath them.
They push 1 second, third,
What,
fourth.
in spirals or grids? Okay, then they filled in the gaps in between them to create just a solid kind of background, and then they laid on top big wooden planks and then layers of bricks. But every single building in Venice is built on bricks and woods. So these are very light kind of buildings. And this
This is the fish, huh?
is the fish.
Ah.
It's the fish built on
Yes.
118 islands and 450 bridges. So anytime you cross the bridge, you go from one island to another. The inverted S-shaped canal that we have in the middle is the Grand Canal, parting the city into 6 districts, 3 on this side and 3 on this side. So the fish is oriented east-west, so the east is down there. The tail of the fish will be beyond the church, all the way down. The head is where you came from. Okay, over here. That's the card telling you where they took you. So on this end, you have the 2 largest districts, which are Castello, the tail, and Canaleggio, And where we are where you are having lunch is called San Polo. San Polo di Alto is the bridge. Let me see here. This was the only bridge spanning the Grand Canal since the beginning. Then they added up 2 more bridges when we had the first railway station. This is the railway station and this is the bridge connecting us. Okay? So, just because most of you come from Middle East, I must tell you that we were friends back then. Venetians and your people most probably used to trade with us. Because when Rome fell, the new capital city became Constantinople, which is now Istanbul. So Venice stayed under that rule for a long time, and they could have traded luxury goods coming from most of your countries to the Silk Road. So spices, silk, fabrics, gold, and then they could have exchanged, those luxury goods with raw materials coming from all the countries. So the city became a hub, a melting pot of people, the Jews, the nations, the Asians, the English, Greeks, Germans, Turks, and all different places. So 250,000 people living in nowadays we are only
的 alto.